Friday, July 17th, and this is the Echo Press Newsminute for the week of July 12th through July 18th. I'm Lisa Johnson. Here are the top stories in our Wednesday, July 15th issue. 122 Special Olympics athletes filled the field house at North Star Sports Complex in Alexandria Saturday, July 11th. The athletes, including 33 from Alexandria, took part in the Special Olympics Minnesota Regional West Bocce competition. Event organizer Taylor Downey said there were also 44 coaches and 14 unified partners. The 122 athletes came from 13 different delegations from across the state for the event. All of the athletes and unified partners who competed this weekend qualified for the state bocce competition August 15th and 16th in Woodbury. We have a lot of photos of the athletes. Next up is the Special Olympics Minnesota Regional North Golf Competition, which will take place at the Lake Miltona Golf Club from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Thursday, July 30th. History buffs will have a chance to take a look at some of the area's most notable historic homes this weekend. The Douglas County Historical Society is hosting its second Alexandria Historic House Tour Saturday, July 18th from noon until 5 p.m. DCHS Executive Director Brittany Johnson says we're looking forward to another year. Last year was filled with so much momentum and enthusiasm. Originally, our goal last year was 100 tickets. We ended the event just short of 400. There will be around 9 houses on the tour, and the locations will be revealed on Saturday. Some people get so excited if they know what houses they go early, Johnson says, and they perhaps visit people outside of the hours when they're not prepared. Johnson did say that some of the houses on this year's tour will be located in the historic Silk Stocking district on the west side of town. A historic house, especially when you're inside, can take you back in history, says Johnson. For the full story, go to our website or pick up a printed version of the paper. At its July 13th meeting, the Alexandria City Council approved the construction services contract for the reconstruction of Alexandria Airport's longest runway, 1331. It's contingent on a grant funding agreement and authorization to submit an application for Federal Aviation Administration and state grant funding. The city's local share of the project's cost is $820,000. Construction is expected to begin in the spring of 2027. The rest of the story is online or in print. Also at its Monday, July 13th meeting, the Alexandria City Council approved a special event permit for the Alexandria Area High School's 2026 Homecoming Parade and a Friday, September 18th event that will take place from 3:30 to 5 p.m. Other council stories included better accessibility at the splash pad, a data center moratorium received final approval, a $672,000 approval for snow removal equipment, and 63 election judges were appointed. The full story is online and in print. In Life, Lakes Area Theater in Alexandria is bringing Dear Jack, Dear Louise to audiences all summer long with performances in a variety of unique venues through the region. Producer Michael Rohrs says the show was written by Ken Ludwig. It's the true story of Ludwig's parents' courtship during World War II. The play brings to life the real letters exchanged between two strangers, Jack Ludwig, an army doctor stationed abroad, and Louise Rabiner, an aspiring actress who's building her career stateside. We have information on how to get tickets. You can read the story online or in print. Before their regular season game of the Junior Legion baseball season, both the Alexandria Junior Legion programs met at the Bernie Classic Sunday, July 13th. The two teams played in the third-place game with Alexandria Black, besting Alexandria Red 9-6 behind 10 total hits as a team, including a 2-hit, 3 RBI game from Charlie Joslin. Alexandria Black finished pool play with a 2-1 record along with Elk River and Cold Spring, but lost the head-to-head tiebreaker with Cold Spring to advance to the championship game. Alexandria Red also went 2-1 in its own pool, only for New Ulm to advance on the head-to-head tiebreaker. You can save money by subscribing to the newspaper, and we're also offering digital memberships to access the paper online. Stop by our office at 1920 Turning Leaf Lane Southwest, Suite 12 in Alexandria, or give us a call. The Echo Press, giving information life since 1891. Here are the top stories in our Friday, July 17th issue. When Esther and Dave Maher of Alexandria read about vinyl art being put on utility boxes throughout the city, it piqued their interest. Now, 3 utility boxes, just a stone's throw from their house near Voyager Elementary School, are wrapped in unique pieces of art at the suggestion and sponsorship of the couple. They're just very distinctive and kid-oriented, so they were perfect for the school, says Bill Sikora from the Arts Initiative of Douglas County. The boxes showcase drawings of owls that had been submitted to the International Kids Owl Art Contest at the International Owl Center in Houston, Minnesota. One year, the Mars made a road trip to the Owl Center. We were fascinated by the art contest they do every year, said Esther. For the rest of the story, go to our website or read the print version. Lake Brophy County Park was sizzling Tuesday, July 17th during the second Summer Sounds by Brophy concert this year. Those who braved the nearly 90-degree temperatures tried to escape to the shady spots. A few concert goers took to the waters of Lake Brophy, listening to the concert in their pontoon, boats, kayaks, paddleboards, or just relaxing in their floaties. The opening band was Late Night Revival, a local band from Alexandria, and taking the stage as the main act was Nasty Habit. Read our story to find out the complete schedule of the bands. Despite a last-minute change in venue, the city of Osakis was pretty pleased with their fireworks display this year. Held for the first time at 2 Mile Campground on County Road 10 just outside of Osakis, Fire Chief Craig Dropick told the City Council Monday night that he'd heard a lot of good things about it. In June, the council learned that the Osakis Country Club was planning to charge the city $2,500 to lease the grounds for the firework display. In the past, the city has paid $1, so it was a bit of a scramble to find a new place to hold the fireworks show. And the honor of Osakis, maybe all of Minnesota, will be on the line in Osakis in January when Ice Fest and the Pay It Forward Foundation are organizing a Guinness World Record attempt to recreate the world's largest ice carousel on Lake Osakis. A team of inventors in Finland holds the current title with their almost 2,000-foot carousel. For the rest of the story, go to our website or read it in print. An Alexandria man is in jail after the Douglas County SWAT team executed a high-risk narcotic search warrant the morning of July 14th. According to a news release from the Alexandria Police Department, the West Central Drug and Violent Crime Task Force had been investigating the distribution of methamphetamine at the residence. Jeremy Cook was taken into custody during the execution of the search warrant, the press release says, and officers seized nearly 1 pound of meth and a felony-level amount of prescription drugs and fentanyl. Cook is currently being held at the Douglas County Jail on 2 counts of first-degree possession, 1 count of third-degree sales, and 2 counts of fifth-degree possession of a controlled substance. In life, when A.B. Burt Chain built a cottage on the shores of Lake Miltona in 1926, he probably hoped it would stay in his family for a long time to come. 100 years later, his family still owns the Chain Cottage. I always say it's my happiest place on earth because it's one of the few places where I can actually put my feet up on the furniture, not feel like I have to be anywhere, and enjoy as many books as I can possibly consume, says Heidi Schmidt-Wilson, Bert's great-granddaughter. What began as a simple seasonal retreat has remained in our family for a century and continues to serve as a gathering place for multiple generations. The cottage was first updated by Heidi's grandparents, Marvin and Virginia Schmidt, in the 1960s. That brought running water and electricity to the place, says Heidi. There is an underlying belief in oneself that the Alexandria Post-87 baseball team has embodied on the field over the season. The feeling has netted the team a prestigious championship and has set their sights on more. Post-87 captured the Gopher Classic Championship following an 8-3 victory over Eden Prairie in the title game Monday, July 13th, standing atop a tournament field of 80 total teams from across the region. Overall, Alexandria was 8-0 in the tournament, sweeping its pool games and never allowing more than 4 runs to opponents in each win. The team was rewarded with a grand welcome back to Knute Nelson Memorial Park, being escorted in by the Alexandria Fire Department to the reception of Legion baseball supporters and families, while the tournament win itself was still fresh in everyone's mind. It's really indescribable, Post-87 head coach Jacob Munch says. For us to even win our pool is an accomplishment, let alone to get into bracket play and roll through it like we did. I'm just so proud of our players and for the community of Alexandria. The Gopher Classic Championship win is a culmination of the success so far this summer, which came off the heels of a trying campaign in the spring high school season. Alexandria was 13-11 and ultimately exited in the second elimination round of the Section 8-4A playoffs. However, the Senior Legion squad quickly opened the summer on a 7-game winning streak and a win in their home Shane Simon Memorial Tournament June 14th. Following a loss against East Grand Forks June 17th, Alexandria finished the month on a 10-game winning streak. Our opinion page is filled with a variety of items this week. One of our editorials is about a food and farming survey. Another editorial carries the headline, "Minnesotans are worried about the economy." Alexandria Police Chief Scott Kent's In the Know column lists community events. We have a history column from Rachel Bardison, an Our Turn column, a column about friendships, and 3 letters to the editor. One listing 5 lessons from rural grocery stores, another about the future of fishing, and unclaimed property that might be waiting for you. I'm Lisa Johnson. This is the Echo Press News Minute for the week of July 12th through July 18th. The Echo Press News Minute is produced by Al Edenloff and Lisa Johnson. The Echo Press, giving information life since 1891.